sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now throwing on first down here.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off play action, it's Howell.
He's got a man, it's his fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Miles Sanders with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
To throw on second down, Parsons.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
The Packers at 4-12 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Parsons. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Parsons setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him. And he turns it into really nice yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The jet sweep, Dobbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Parsons. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parsons. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there up in the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 31, Powell. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Howell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14. Packers nothing. Cairo Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Parsons. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
He's got a man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Up the middle, Jones.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A jet sweep, Dobbs.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Parsons.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Parsons.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Christian Watson
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They go play action with Howell.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Howell's throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
It's caught. Smith. A solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Parsons, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
First down, Howell to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
And Howell will throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Going for it with Sanders, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Throwing on 1st down. Parsons, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jones has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Parsons. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Parsons. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Again, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34 yards. 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 34 yards
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And even 100 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A give running left, it's Sanders. Room here to run. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Howell. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Slot man moves right. They'll try the right side with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Powell to throw.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for Chicago,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Packers,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign.
And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around.